Hello my darlings, I am smashing my goals for 2025. Here is my second brand review of the year. I say this regularly on my channel. I absolutely love independent British skincare brands. I just like being in the flow of the ecosystem. Does that make sense? I love me a small business. And today we are going to focus on Therapi Skincare. This is a brand I met about 2 years ago. I have fallen head over heels with the brand. It ticks so many boxes. It's concise. The formulas are potent. There is exceptional skincare throughout the whole range. It's also a honey and propolis based line, and those are ingredients that I absolutely love. I can't wait to talk and gush about all the products from this line. Just get ready for me to say beautiful and stunning many times. Now let's add some context before we get into the review. Who am I? My name is Ijeoma. I'm a holistic esthetician, heavy on the holistic. I do like simple beauty. I do like green beauty. I'm not averse to chemicals. Don't worry, I'm not that type of esthetician. But there's something about green beauty that really calls to me and is a very big cornerstone in my beauty practice. One thing that is in common between I and Therapi as a brand is simplicity. I love it when products are simple and spectacular. I like to call it simply elegant. Like there's just, I'm not quite sure if I'm saying it correctly, but there's a simplicity in the formulas of Therapi that really speak to me as a beauty lover and an esthetician. For me, simplicity is the basis of every great beauty ritual, and then we can start to complicate it as we climb up the ladder. Simplicity is where all our good knowledge is, where all our good habits are, and really understanding what ingredients work for us, and then we can build from that and start to complicate things, hopefully with exceptional results. Now, I have been exploring Therapi for about 2 years, so this is going to be an in-depth and concise review. I've got my phone with me because I need to be on the website while we talk about this. Let me gather myself. Therapi has 3 lines. They have the Propolis line, the Rose Auto line, the Orange Blossom line, and the Lemon Myrtle line. All these lines have been chosen to target different skin types, and as I go through them, I'll be more specific. Let me start with the Propolis line because to me, that is the heavy hitter of this range. It has only 2 products. We have the Ultra Radiance Cream and we have the Biome Restore Facial Oil. Let's start with the thing that I fell in love with from Therapi, that made me spend all my money with Therapi. This cream. I currently have a jar open in my skincare cupboard, and this is my backup, or rather I bought it for my practice. This has to be one of the most beautiful moisturizers I have ever used in my little life. And I don't hem and ham about moisturizers. It is very hard for a moisturizer to impress me. At the end of the day, you're the end of the routine. All I need you to do is to seal in everything. I don't need you to promise me the earth. This, I don't know if I have the words, because somebody out there is going to think that I'm being dramatic or I've been paid to do this video. I've not. They don't even know I'm doing this video. They don't even really know me, you know, but this, oh, it's so good. 10 out of 10. How could a cream be 10 out of 10? The texture is incredible. The ingredients, as I've spoken about, the formulations of Therapi are stunning. I've called this a posh pseudo creme in the past because it has that thick texture of pseudo creme, but it also has somewhat of a whipped consistency, and it's something you have to work into the skin. It's not one of those moisturizers that are gone in a flash. You need to sit there and, you know, just work it into the skin. And I feel even that working it into the skin somewhat activates the cream, makes it a little bit more potent. And why not end your facial routine, your skincare routine, with a lovely 5-minute massage? I love this cream. This is the cream for people who like to spend money on their skincare. This is not cheap. This is also the cream for your older girl. Mature skin will absolutely adore this cream. This is the cream of people who like simple but potent routines. Like, they only have like 5 products, but all those products are heavy hitters. This is the cream you gift somebody who has an addiction with posh hand creams. This would be a fantastic hand cream for anyone who works very hard with their hands. A housewife, a gardener, somebody who's out there and their hands do a lot of work. I need to stop now. I need to stop now. This is a beautiful cream and I love it. I am going to particularly use it in my practice for those who have older skin, as I had mentioned, drier skin types, as I had mentioned. No, I've not mentioned that. Drier skin types. Anyone who comes to me and their skin just looks dehydrated, needs a lot of help, needs a lot of support, I'm going to be insisting that they buy this cream, particularly in the winter time. Just a solid product. Let's talk about some ingredients. Some of the star ingredients in this lovely pot of cream is rose water, apricot kernel oil, jojoba oil, rosehip oil, shea butter, honey, beeswax, a few derivatives of glycerin. There's also aloe powder and vitamin E. This is a very rich cream with a lot of oils and butters, as I've just mentioned. I don't want you to panic because I have combination skin and I can get quite cloggy in my T-zone. This does not feel cloggy. It doesn't. Even the oiliest of oiliest would enjoy this in their evening routine. It's an exceptional cream. What else can IJ say? Now let's move to the oil. I've used up a bottle of this. It took me a long time to really decide what this oil was doing for me. I'd gotten halfway through the bottle and I wasn't impressed. I was like, okay, you're nice. You feel nice on the skin. You're supporting my skin. Fair enough. You're a very spendy product. So I needed you to blow my socks off. And then one day, I don't know what I did. I don't know what caught my mind. I decided to combine this with the Radiance cream. Listen, I promise you, I'm not being dramatic. I've been in this skincare game for a long time. It takes a lot to impress me. But this oil with the cream, what can I say apart from 10 out of 10? They were made for each other. Separately, stunning. This on its own, good, but I know many facial oils I can buy underneath that price. Together, undeniable. Just the suppleness my skin was experiencing, just the luxurious experience I was having in my evening routines, just the scent of combining both of them. This combo, I am going to be recommending it to my older girls. I'm going to be recommending it to the girls who are like me and have very vain beauty standards, they want to look like vampires forever, I'm going to be recommending this to them. Anyone who has super compromised skin, that's unhappy, that is deeply dehydrated, needs a lot of support, this combo is a Christmas gift for your bougie mommy. This combo I wasn't going to repurchase this. Honestly, I was not going to repurchase this. But once I did that combination, I could not say no. I just had to put it in the cart. I couldn't say no. They belong together. As long as I'll have that cream with me, whether it's for personal use or my practice, I will have this oil. They belong together. Let's talk about some ingredients. There are some gorgeous standard oils being used in the formulation. There's Subaki oil, pomegranate, red raspberry, baobab oil, black seed oil. And there's quite a few powerhouse extracts as well. There's rosehip extract in this. There's also propolis extract, of course, jasmine extract, and rosemary extract as well. Alone, I might need to mind my business because this is close to 70 pounds. Together, I cannot mind my business. I have to have them together. Now, there are 3 other lines I had mentioned in this brand. I feel like they're not set in stone in terms of skin type. I think you can use them interchangeably, especially in terms of season, because even though I don't like to go overboard with this thing, I do think you can slightly tweak your skincare to suit the seasons. You may need a little bit of nourishment, more protection in the winter, and maybe you want to refine your pores a little bit more and be more on top of your cleansing in the summertime. So to me, this ethos of this is for that skin type is not set in stone. There's a lot of context we need to take into consideration. So I think what I'll do is I will go through, instead of going through the collections, I'll go through the product type. So let's start with the cleansers. I have tried everything from this line. Thankfully, they do have samples, not sample sizes, but mini sizes and a regular size. The mini sizes are 30 ml, so that is more than enough for me to get to know a product, and their larger sizes are 100 ml. Back to the cleansers. I have tried every cleanser, as I had said. I love all of them. The first time I used a cleanser, I think it was the Rose Auto cleanser. The first time I used that, I was like, what sorcery is this? What the hell, as the kids would say, is going on? None of these cleansers foam, and yet they cleansed my skin so well. I was just left perturbed. How are you doing that without bubbles? And you're not a cream cleanser, you are a gel cleanser. The cleansers to me also are a 10 out of 10. All of them. You could pick any from all the 3 ranges and I think you could be happy. With me, I have the Orange Blossom one. I'll do a texture shot with it. I don't think I need to talk about the ingredients of all the cleansers. They're rather similar. They're just tweaked and twerked based on the Rose Auto, the Lemon Myrtle, and the... What is it? Let me confirm. The Orange Blossom, the thing I'm holding. I don't want to be without them either. Every time I make an order from Therapi, I will get one. Even if it's just a 30 ml, I'll get one because it's an exceptional experience. Before I go on further, I've only used those cleansers to perform a second cleanse, and I have been very happy with my results. And even though I was wearing makeup or sunscreen, I do feel like my skin was clean. I do know my skin was clean after the second cleanse. I just want to say that because, you know, when we hear cleansers don't have bubbles, it's easy to panic a little bit, like how clean is my skin gonna get, especially if you use a very oily or cream based first cleanse like me. You know, you need a cleanser that cuts through that. These cut through that. 10 out of 10. Now let's move to the toners. Just, as we know, I'm a tonerholic. Hi, my name is Ija. I love toners. It's the first thing I fell in love with when I started playing with skincare. I've easily tried hundreds. And when it comes to floral water toners, I don't easily get impressed by them because at the end of the day, it's just a floral water. And they don't particularly shine on my skin either. They're great for hydration. I don't know how Therapi has done it. I really don't. I have a feeling it is once again simple elegance. They have found the best ingredients of the highest quality they possibly can to create their toners, because their toners are all essentially floral waters, and I've tried all of them and I love all of them. Once again, 10 out of 10. These I am going to buy quite a few of them for my Christmas goodie bags for my clients. I have to spread the joy. What can I say? I have to spread the joy. Just exceptional. Not only is the packaging stunning, and I expect that at £31, the mist is also so fine. Oh, why not? I'm here now. Why not? All of them are astringent enough to behave as toners. Classically, for me, that's important. I need a toner to be able to pick up the oils from my skin or anything that I may have missed in my cleansing routine. They all feel exceptionally hydrating, like the skin just says yes. Anytime I have these in my routine, I can tell. I know the difference. I'm not crazy. I just have exceptionally high standards and Therapi has met them. I love these toners. I love them. I love them. Do I have a favorite? I would say, because you know I love a toner, I would say I love the Rose Otto one and the Lemon Myrtle one. The Lemon Myrtle one, especially in the summer, because of that lemon, is a little bit drying on the skin, so allows me to like really temper my oils and keep the skin really fresh. Love. 10 out of 10. Look at the smile on my face, the joy. The joy. This is an exceptional product. The scent of them, stunning. Definitely a solid place in my practice. I cannot wait to mist my clients away with this beautiful, stunning product. There is no real need for me to talk about the ingredients. They're all rather similar. They're just tweaked and twerked, as I said, based on the Rose Otto, the Orange Blossom, and the Lemon Myrtle. In fact, let me confirm that. Let me have a look. Actually, it might be worthy of me to talk a little bit about the ingredients of these toners. They are predominantly floral waters, but they also have witch hazel. And they do have a few flower oils and extracts. All of them different. There is no need for me to read them completely out. There is glycerin in the rose one, and by looking at this, the Orange Blossom one is the one with the most complicated formula. It has the most ingredients. The other ones are quite simple. I should really buy that again and remind myself. Therapi even says these can be used as light, oil-free serums or to set makeup. I mean, I just misted my skin. Is there any difference? I don't think so. Anyway, fabulous toners, all three of them. As per usual, I will leave Therapi's website down below. I do implore you to do a good peruse. It's quite simple, all the ingredients are there, and we have talked quite a lot about it through my experience. Now let's talk about the moisturizers. The moisturizers are not bad, they're good. The problem is This set such a high standard that the other moisturizers just didn't feel like something I needed or I should bring into my practice. As an esthetician, it is important that at least 80% of my products are all powerhouses. Those moisturizers are good. She's better. I have tried both of them. I have some notes with me, and this is what I wrote. The Orange Blossom was a little bit too light for me. I do like a heavy moisturizer on my skin, and the Rose Auto Honey Moisturizer was just right. So I might buy that again, but because this is just exceptional, what I'll do is possibly recommend them to clients. Shall we look at some ingredients? I would give those creams a solid 8 out of 10. Yeah, I would give them a solid 8 out of 10. I'm looking at the ingredients, rather similar to the Ultra Radiance cream, but that is far much richer. I'm seeing glycerin, I'm seeing apricot, I'm seeing jojoba, I'm seeing shea, I'm seeing rose, I'm seeing vitamin E, I'm seeing aloe. Let's look at the Orange Blossom, which I felt was a little bit too light for me. This one has honey as well. There is jojoba once again, calendula, coconut oil, jasmine. Now I see why this was lighter for me, because it doesn't have as many oils and butters as the other two creams. So maybe this is the cream for those who have oilier skin and don't like to play double too much in oils and butters like I do. If anything, they're both worth trying. They're great moisturizers, just not for me because she is the star. And I only want to be involved with stars. Okay, let's round up this video with the Honey Lip Nectar. This is the lip balm in the range. I really like this. In fact, I feel like it is tussling with my tried and true lip balm that I've used for almost 5 years. This is stunning. My only qualm with it is the size. For the price, I would like this to be maybe double the size. This is quite small. It's 6 ml. But the packaging is absolutely darling, and this is the type of lip balm you put in your handbag. It's pretty, you can take it out, you know, be a little lady or a gentleman. What I've told myself, I think I've used one pot of this, and it did make me very happy. It's not as thick as my tried and true lip balm, but it is functional. It does protect my lips. My lips did not crack once when I had this in my routine. I've told myself what I'm going to do is every time I make an order with Therapi, I'm going to throw this in the bag. I might even get a few to add them to my goodie bags for my clients. But I love it, and I highly recommend it for those who have exceptionally dry lips. I have very dry lips, and when it comes to lip balms, if you're not working hard and efficiently, I will be putting you in the bin. If you cannot protect my lips, if my lipstick looks dodgy because you didn't do your job, you're going. This is beautiful and did the job and is a little hard worker. Let's talk about some ingredients. Some of the ingredients in the lip nectar are oils of castor, jojoba, cocoa seed butter, sunflower oil. Of course, there's honey in this. There's also a few extracts from calendula and wild carrot. And there's ylang ylang flower oil and also chamomile flower oil. I've just looked at the price. Maybe IJ is being dramatic. This little pot is £12. Maybe if they increased the price just a little bit and made it a bigger pot. I don't know. Another thing that I think I would have loved if this had was beeswax. But now I'm just nitpicking. Don't mind me. Beautiful lip balm. And that's that, my darlings. I am a very happy girl. I am finally filming. I've said this in other videos, and maybe that's why this video has so much energy. It's been chatty and I'm happy. As per usual, I'm going to be a good girl. I'm going to link everything I've talked about in this video, and really that is just Therapy's website. Do some exploring. I am wishing you lots of happy shopping. I hope this review has given you lots of context to work with, and I want to thank you so much for being here. My name is Ijeoma, and I'll see you soon.